First question I got for you today is this. What's the base here?
5 feet.
What's the base here? What's the figure, the base?
Square.
It's a square, right? Okay, that could also be a rectangle, right? This could be 5, this could be 8. Okay, that's a square. What's the base here?
A
A
triangle.
triangle. What's the base here?
Square or rectangle.
Rectangle. What's the base here?
Triangle.
Okay, if you understand where the base is, you're good. And you understand what the base is, you're good. I'm tired of talking over you. Square, triangle, rectangle, triangle. Okay, you understand? That's what it's sitting on. The base is the butt. Okay? All right, we're going to talk about surface area. We're going to talk about volume of pyramids today. Recap. What is surface area?
It's like trying to cover an object.
It's covering an object or making the object. Okay, it's on the outside, right? That's bottom, sides, top, whatever. Okay, it's what it takes to cover the object. All right. What is volume? It's what goes inside the object. It is the capacity of the object. How much can it hold? Okay, understand that. All right. We're going to talk about surface area of pyramids. Again, pyramids have a vertex at the top. Okay, all sides meet at that vertex. So it's not like this where it's like that. Okay, you have a vertex and all sides meet. A base of a square has how many faces on it? Has how many sides? It's got 4 sides and a bottom, so it's got 5 faces. A triangular pyramid has how many faces? Well, you got 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom makes 4. Okay? Same thing here, 5. Same thing here, 4. Okay? But if you understand what the base is, we're good. Okay? All right. To find the surface area of a pyramid, this is what you got to do. Big P times little l divided by 2 plus big B. All right, let's talk about those things. First thing is big P. Anytime a letter is capitalized in a surface area or volume, it's talking about the base. All right, so big P stands for perimeter of the base. What is the perimeter again? It's the measurement around the object. So in this case, it would be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That's how you would find the perimeter. Okay? On this object, it would be 5 plus 5 plus 5. That's the measurement around the base. Here, 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 8. That is the measurement around the base. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
All right. Next thing is you have L, which is the slant height. Some of you are getting that confused with the height. The slant height is on the side. It's on one of the faces, not the bottom. It's not the base. It's on one of the faces that are other than the base. So it's on the side. It goes from the apex straight down to the base. Okay? On the side. Yes? Okay, so this would be the slant height here. This would be the slant height here. This is different. There's no slant height, is there? But there is, from the apex straight down to the middle of the base, would be called the height. Okay, so this is how tall it is. This is not how tall it is. Okay?
All right.
Does everybody understand that? Okay? Then you have big B. Again, capitalized affects the base and base alone. So you have big B, which stands for the area of the base. We have 2 figures today. We have square and rectangle bases, which to find the area of those, you multiply the length times the width. Then you have triangle bases, which you find the area of those, you multiply the base times the height and divide that by 2. Okay? The key here to doing these problems is this. Figure out what your base is and rewrite the formula to help you. Okay? And I'll show you what I mean by that. let's find the surface area of this pyramid right here. I'm going to rewrite the formula to help me. I know that it's gonna be P times L divided by 2. I don't have to rewrite that. And I put that in parentheses because that's what you need to do in your calculator. And I'm gonna add that to
The base.
the area of the base. Well, in this case, the base is a square. To find the area of a square, you multiply the length times the width. So I'm gonna put L times W here. Okay? Now that I've rewrote the formula, I can plug all my numbers in and use my calculator and press enter one time. So, to find the perimeter of the base, I add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And that gives me what? 20. So I got 20 times L, which is the slant height,
Which is 9.
which is 9. And I divide that by 2.
Equals 90.
And I add that to
20.
the length times the width, which is 5 times 5. That gives me 25. Take your handy dandy calculator and you
115.
type.
Oh, divided by 2.
No,
I got 158 too.
Oh, I got 115.
115. Okay. So this is 115 feet squared. Now, when it's a rectangle and it's a square, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, when we get to a triangle, it's a little more involved. Okay, because you have a triangle. It's not hard, it's just a little more involved. All right, so we're going to go surface area equals P times L divided by 2 plus the area of the base. How do you find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to go base times height divided by 2. All right, so let's plug in. What is P here? 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is what?
15.
15 times L, what's L?
11.
11.1 divided by 2. And put that in parentheses.
83.25.
Okay? Now I'm going to go base. Now we're just talking about the base of it, right? This is what it is. It's the base of the pyramid. And it's a triangle. What's the base of this triangle? 5 times the height of that triangle is what?
5.
No, it's not.
11.
No, it's not.
The height
The height of the base
is 11.
is 4.3.
How can you tell?
How can I tell? Because it's got from here, the base, you said 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the base to that top of that triangle.
Divided by 2.
Divided by 2.
I got 94.
Type that in my handy dandy calculator, and I get what?
94.
650.
Oh,
Now,
94.
you get 94 feet squared.
Y'all, I'm sworn.
Did you type it in just like it is?
No.
You gotta type it in just like it is. Okay?
I mean, I still got the answer.
Okay, Amy, thanks.
Don't be hating.
Knock 'em off the.
All right.
So,
The key is the base. The key is the base. The key is the base. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna do the volume. Again, the base is important. Rewrite your formula. So in this case, I got volume equals, what's the base here?
5.
A rectangle. How do you find the area of a rectangle? It's big B.
Base times.
Length times width.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be length times width, that's big B, times H, which is the height of the pyramid, and I'm gonna divide that by 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go length, which is 5, times 8, which is the width, times the height, which is 8, I'm gonna divide that by 3.
I got
What?
106.6.
You got
That's
what?
wrong.
You got what?
That's wrong? I got 106.6.
Which rounds up 106.66, which rounds up to 106.7.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you didn't say that.
well, you know what I meant.
No, I didn't.
Obviously, you didn't, I didn't have to do that when you talked.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's it.
Next. Wait a minute.
Is that hard?
No,
You still gotta figure out what the base is, right? Okay? What's the base here?
a triangle.
Alright, so how do you find the area of a triangle?
Base.
Base times height, divided
Divided
by 2, times what? It needs to be the height of the what? Pyramid. Not the height of the base, the height of the pyramid. Okay?
Divided by 3.
Alright, so here we go.
We don't divide by 3?
We're gonna go base. Uh-oh. We got a right triangle here. Which one's the base? Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go 6 times 8 divided by 2. Oh, I forgot to divide that by 3, didn't I?
And you did say that.
Times
Thank you.
the height, which is the height of the pyramid, which is what?
12.
12. And I'm gonna divide all that by 3.
I got 96. Is that wrong?
I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, haven't you noticed like all that?
You got 96? Hey, look, that's crazy. The test is the same way.
You got 96. Oh, 96 right now.
I got 96. Yeah.
Yeah, 96.
96. Okay?
Sound like a lawnmower.
It's that simple. Figure out what your base is. That's the key. Okay? Does everybody understand? Does anybody have any questions?